Pitch moments away, and towing the slab in this one, Kevin Gossman.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes the pitch. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Lucas going back. Grabs it right up against the wall. And time now for the Phillies lineup.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner now.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One out, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. Hot shot to third. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill in this one, Zach Wheeler.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. One gone here.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. First pitch just misses. Wheeler, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Here's a 1-1. Swings through the sweeper.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And he handles it himself for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Anthony Santander stands in now and watches strike one. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
That's outside, and that's ball one. 2 out, space is empty. And the next pitch is way outside.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And that's ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner at first with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a rocket out to left. Kepler makes the play, and that is that. 1 left for Toronto. We played an inning, no score. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Gausman back to work. Outside. And it's 1-0. Gausman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That's a little bit low.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here. I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Gausman throws over, and he's back in safely. And a foul ball. Just missed. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Ball.
Next pitch misses. 2-1.
One strike. Come on, let's go.
Popped up. Bichette makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. And that's downstairs. Ball one.
Ball one.
Castellanos leads off first with one away. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to Bichette.
He's out.
Relay to Guerrero, in time, inning-ending double play. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one missing low.
I got a ball, one strike.
And now 2-1. Upstairs.
Balls, one strike.
And that is out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting sixth, catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And there's a ball.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
That's a ball.
And that's way high. 1-0.
1-0.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. That one drifts inside.
Hey.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Ball 3.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find his zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Batting
Pretty much
eighth,
gifted him
third
first base with a quick
Ernie
free pass.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. And another ball.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. And that's
Inside, ball
off
1.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Top half of the third inning, and up to the plate is JT Real Muto. And here it comes. That one found hard the other way. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And we're all square. It's 1-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
This is Bryson's stop. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. To the right side. Tosses to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late on that fastball.
No, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So the batting order turns over, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Tied up here in the early going. The next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. And gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 2-1. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Check swing, called strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but
Bryce
he spin
Harper.
off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Just missed. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That
That's
misses
ball
the
3.
zone, and now 3 balls and a strike. Nick Castellanos on deck for the Phillies. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, they call that an advantage count for
Now
a
batting,
reason. You're
right
so
fielder,
much more
Nick
likely to get
Castellanos.
something you can handle. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Next offering in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Harper at second with 2 down.
That's ball 2.
There's the swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back.
Leading
And now the
off
center
for the
fielder,
Jays,
Nathan Lucas.
Center fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And
Ball
that
1.
one upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
Inside, ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Stop. gets it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, the right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing, called strike. And that just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Left field. Kepler settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bichette in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kepler, as this one sized up, brings it in. That is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at Rogers Center, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alec Bohm. And that's a little bit high, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that one is inside.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And that clips the inside corner.
2-2 to count.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now batting Max Kepler. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
Well, a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting catcher JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one's in there. That is strike two. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far. Into center. Lucas settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia, and the score stays 3-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping in the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. First pitch misses.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And now 2-0.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one hit to first, and foul ball. And misses inside. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And there's a base hit to the left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. First offering, and it just misses. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Just missed.
2-0.
Now 3-0. Will Wagner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That clips the zone, and the count is 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then you guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So up next for Toronto, Will Wagner. Grounded out his first time up. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Fought off foul. Roll to short, could be two. Over to stop for one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty
Now
from start to finish.
Catcher Alejandro Kurt.
Alejandro Kirk digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Two outs.
That's ball three.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's in there at the knees. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Jimenez.
He walked and came around to score his first time up. Swinging a foul out of play. Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. Santander at third. Kirk on at first with 2 down. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We go to the top of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Gosman back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, designated
So the
hitter
lineup
Kyle
flips over.
Schwarber.
Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one. Schwarber, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count. That's a ball.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nick
got 1 ball, 1
Sandlin
strike.
appears to be getting loose. Swanson also getting ready. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That'll make it out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. And Singy, he may not own him, but he's taken out a lease with an option to buy.
Yes, Boog, and he's got great credit, so every time he comes to the dish, you know he's going to get the deal done. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty, one away. And the batter now, Trey Turner, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. Bichette whips it to first. And they get Turner for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Foul ball there. That one missed.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Up
Well, he's
next
doing a nice
for the
job
Blue
of
Jays,
keeping the ball
center
out of the air.
fielder,
Lets the defense work behind him with another
Nathan
ground
Lucas.
ball. Good execution.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive caught.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap
Now
in right
batting,
center. That's
right
one of those
fielder,
atom balls you
George
just have to live with as a hitter.
Springer.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Springer up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Harper under this one. Corrals it. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And they trail it 4-1. Nick Sandlin on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Nicholas
Leading off for
Castellanos.
Philadelphia,
He is
right
struck
fielder,
out,
Nick
and he is
Castellanos.
walked. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Movement in the bullpen. Brendan Little up and throwing. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike
next for
situation,
Philadelphia,
it's just
third
become
baseman,
such a
Alec
problem for
Bohm.
hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch
1 ball,
misses.
2
Now
strikes.
1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching for it and brings it in. So they go quietly there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Phillies 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the sixth. Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Little chopper rolls foul. Up and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Marsh moves under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Anthony Santander at the plate. A walk, and he's also singled. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone. He circles the bases, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and he really had to grind it out, but he does leave with the lead. New arm on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. That one misses. Ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Guerrero at first, 1 gone. Fights it off. He'll see another. Goes down looking.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Kerr stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Just missed. To third. Boom. They take the force out number 3. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brendan Little.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score 54. Right where it is.
Here comes Real Muto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's a little bit low.
Hey!
This to third. Clement over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott now at the plate. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And they'll do it again. That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground to short. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. In there at the knees for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Down and in, moved his feet. Man at first, one away. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
And ball one. Missing inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. A little bit low.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Trey Turner next to bat for Philadelphia. Two outs. Rip towards third. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 4 and the Blue Jays 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. A strikeout and a walk.
Andres Jimenez.
Strom, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Swinging a foul straight back. The Jays down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Kirkering getting cranked up as well. stays alive. That one not close. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. That missed by a lot. 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses outside. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Outside with a breaking ball. George Springer waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one laced to center and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Matt Strong done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
And we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Orion
50.
Kerkering.
These are the spots
Kirkering.
relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Man at first. Here's George Springer. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him. Really important at bat coming up now.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. This guy with light tower power. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying and out of here. A massive home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And that's how they take the lead. It's 6-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Orion Kerkering will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Joe
Now
Ross.
pitching for Philadelphia, number 41, Joe Ross.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball
That's a
one
ball.
there. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders
One
so
ball,
far in this
2
at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And that one is downstairs. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers
Now
love the
pitching for
opportunity
the
to
Blue
come in and
Jays,
protect a tight lead late in the
number
ball
93.
game. Some of them are just
Jimmy
wired different, so we'll
Garcia.
see what he's got here.
Here's
Leading off
Trey
for
Turner.
Philadelphia,
1 for 3.
shortstop Trey Turner.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Swanson warming up as well. That one missed. Next offering is down low.
2-2 the count.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And George makes the grab. One up, one down.
Now batting, first baseman Bryce Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Garcia, in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet, he joined the team as a free agent. And first offering is fouled off. The Phillies trailing by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. And foul ball. Just misses. 1-2 to count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. That's out number 2.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 6-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Ruiz, preparing to come on if needed. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. In the air, left field, Kepler going back on this one. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And a good eye there. This to third. Boom. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And the batter now, Andres Jimenez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
Down.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That one fouled off. Two outs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Now batting, third
2 outs,
baseman,
runner at first.
Ernie
Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
1-0.
In the dirt.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Jimenez, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first, and they take a 3-run lead.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike. This to center field. Marsh running hard. Snags it on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. Last chance coming up for the Phillies.
pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Third baseman, Alec
And here comes
Bohm.
Alec Bohm. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Oh, 0-2 now. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes. That's ball 2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Singy, that's a start.
Now
Yeah, as soon
batting,
as that ball
left
got
fielder,
through, I could
Max
see down in the
Kepler.
dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now for the Phillies, Max Kepler. That misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that is ball one. Nobody out, runner at first. Pitch misses,
that's out.
and now 2-0. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball.
Ball 3.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. Liner caught at second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills
Now
catching the
batting,
line drive,
catcher,
but most
JT
importantly, he kept the
Realmuto.
runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
JT Realmuto steps in. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. In there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. The Blue Jays leading by 3 here at the top of the ninth. In the dirt, blocked. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So they're down to their
second
final out.
Bryson
And now,
Stott.
Bryson Stott. Just
Whoa, look
missed. And a breaking
Two
ball
balls,
misses
no strikes.
outside. And that one ripped into right. Pulls it in, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.